Hello and welcome to another PA Matches Cast. I'm Brian Perkis, and today we got a pretty interesting match for you. As you can see, this is a modded planet. This is a lava lakes planet. We've got the barren biome type with a little bit of lava, and then the oceans. And then there's a volcano. So this is a rather fun mod, and this particular planet is quite interesting. We got this big old ocean that almost completely cuts the island in half, or the entire planet into northern and southern hemispheres. However, there's this slight land bridge, which means we are going to get to see quite a lot of naval action. Wouldn't surprise me if we even get to see some T2 naval stuff. This is probably going to be a fairly large-scale match, as this is quite the large planet. Interesting move going for an orbital and deep space radar, and then we've got an idle commander. Orbital deep space radars are great, especially since this is a multi-planet system. We have got a small, two-halley, smashable metal planet. However, having that early of a deep space orbital radar, probably be better off building another factory or two first. However, look at this. We've got ourselves another modded biome type. This is something that the guys at Uber created. It seems like this might end up being a crater, but so far I don't think Uber has actually used this for anything. So the modding community took it into their own hands, and it's just awesome looking. I mean, look at that. That's just great. So we've got two modded planet biome types. And we got some bots running around. Now that we've taken a look at the map, let's watch what's going on. Bots are trying to chase after that expanding fabrication bot, and it looks like they are going to catch up to it. Nope, they're going to stop short and try and destroy that metal extractor, and they're going to get destroyed by these bolos over here. Let's see, this player over here, this red player, is expanding hard. Bot's got air factory going up, and it looks like blue has scouted out that player, or it suspects that somebody's over here because these radar blips. And it doesn't look like blue is aware of the red player, which is out in the water over here somewhere. Let's take a look at red's point of view. Here he is. Working on expanding. He's got two naval factories out and working on building up quite the fleet, which is going to be quite important as... Nope, blue is not in the water. It's probably going to be important for blue to get into the water. We got some bot fighting going on over here. Red has outnumbered blue and has got his bots split up, which is has made it a little difficult for blue to counter it. And let's move on back to the... Oh no, blue is in the water. I was just an idiot and I hadn't turned on the full vision. I knew blue was in the water. So blue is in the water, but is lagging behind in the total unit count, or total navy count. Does have some naval fabricators, ship fabricators working on expanding, while red does as well. Ooh, red's getting hit by bombers. Very nice. Aircraft is a great way to control naval and deal with naval combat if you are not in the water. There is this narwhal over here, but narwhals aren't the greatest at anti-air. If you just kind of mix in maybe some hummingbirds, then, well, it's kind of not that hard to kill narwhals, or just use two hummingbirds. Naval really needs some balance work. Some docks running around over here in the water. Ooh, advanced naval queued up. Quite nice. You know what? Real quick, I want to give before this game gets any more intense, I want to give a quick shout out to the guys at Team Burning. This was a 2v2 in-house burn match, even though Lost Fool doesn't have the clan tag. Thank you very much for sending this in. I appreciate it. I love these types of modded matches. Back to the action. Blue is working on orbital, which is going to be very important. That smashable moon is going to be a huge asset. It's going to provide some eco. Let's head back over there real quick. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 8, 20-ish, 20-plus metal extractors over there. Let's go with 22 times 7. That's 154 metal per second with just basic metal extractors, not even getting into advanced metal extractors. A little bit of a clash going on over here. So there is a lot of eco to be had on that moon, not to mention it looks awesome. So I'd love to be able to watch what's going on over there some more. And then, of course, it's smashable. Gotta love the smashable assets. Ooh, bomb bots. A bunch of bomb bots. They need to run away from those docks, as docks just absolutely shred the bomb bots. You don't ever want to have bomb bots go up against the docks. It's just not cost effective in the slightest. Bombing pass, and those bombers are going to be able to get in quite a few kills. Bomb bots look to be moving out. They're heading over this way. Let's orient north. And this commander is far forward and vulnerable. There is the potential for a bomb-bot snipe if blue times this correctly. Timing bomb-bot snipes is all about intel. You gotta catch the commander exposed and away from his forces, because if the commander is surrounded by the docks, then sorry boys, it's not gonna happen. A little bit of fighting going on over here, and thanks to the pip we can see some very nice raid over here. These docks are getting in some nice metal extractor hits, and if they move forward they could get a metal extractor or a fabrication bot kill. Some nice micro avoiding those that bomber, and man, they are still alive just barely. It's going to be close, and they get this 2 metal extractor kills just before they take it out. Very nice micro from Red. And here come the bomb bots. Oh, that is a mistake. They get in close, and they get in some hits. I don't think that metal-to-metal cost was worth it. Those bomb bots just, Bomb bots are good against defensive lines, and they are good against commanders. Unit clashes, Red is stepping on up to orbital. So let's head on over to the other planet. So blue is here. They've got a commander, and they're working on an advanced vehicle factory. So that is going to mean quite a lot of eco available for blue, who is already considerably higher eco-wise than red. And, of course, the advanced eco and the good old smash. Great ace in the hole should you take out one of the commanders. Got a little bit of fighting going on over here as red has got a sizable tank army moving forward. Let's see what red sees. They have scouted the teleporter. They have scouted the orbital factory. And they're going to be getting in some nice wins, as blue does not have much of an army at all over here. Let's head on back over to blue. Where's that advanced naval? 91% complete. That, oh man, those Leviathans, they just, are brutal. And they're going to be quite the tide turner, or potential tide turner, hitting this base. If red isn't prepared and doesn't have a sizable navy over here, that Leviathan could take out the navy and then bombard the shore. That is going to be something we're going to want to keep an eye on. As red is continuing to move further and further forward, it's not looking good for this base of blues. It looks like it is going to just barely survive, but that is quite the hit. Which means even though blue does have quite the economy, they are not using a lot of it. And in come a bunch of bombers. And the bombers just run into fighters and get all shot down. Big mistake. Whenever you send out bombers, you've always got to have fighter support. Another large, sizable army over here. They're going to be able to move forward and deal quite a bit of damage. Provided that they're not bombarded and destroyed from the shore by this incoming orcas. Advanced naval is complete and pumping out advanced fabrication ships. Gonna be able to get some advanced economy going. See how Red's Navy is doing. It's sizable. Oh, and starting to bombard this shoreline base over here. But the majority of Red's Navy is on the wrong side. Let's take a look at Red's vision. What does Red see? What? Red sees this Navy base. It saw the advanced naval factory. Why is Red's Navy still over here? That needs to be making a... That Red's Navy needs to be making a beeline for over here so they can move in and take out that naval. Switch on back to full vision. Zoom out. See if... Nope. Doesn't look like they are moving on over to the other planet. Red's moving on to the other planet just yet, but I'd say this is going to be the final... nail in the coffin for this base. Going to get wiped out. Down goes the orbital deep space radar, several factories, and that orbital launcher. Blue still has a decent amount of map control over here. Blue is really going to need to put up, lock down this this peninsula right here. Maybe put Navy right here, defensive line with walls and towers or something, but here comes Red's army, moving on in. Down goes the orbital factory. They're going to be able to take out all those bots quite easily. You know what? I need to install the Awesome Explosions mod. That's a fun one. Blue does have quite the air force. If they take their air factories and switch them all over to bombers... Red does not have much of an air force. They could get a bomber snipe, have in a bunch of fighters to soak up the AA, and then, of course, you only need, for something like this, 20 to 30 bombers would probably do the trick. I'm not seeing a whole lot of AA from Red. Red is working on advanced bots, though, and that entire base is completely gone. Looks like these bomb bots have a waypoint over here, so they are just moving forward and getting taken out one by one. That is quite the waste of metal. Let's move on back over here, see how Blue is doing over here. Does have the advanced factory complete. Advanced vehicle fabricator is complete and is queuing up advanced metal extractors all across the planet. What did we say? So 21... what was it, 24 for the advanced metal extractors, so that's 31 metal per second, 682 metal per second for using up all of these metal extractors, give or take. Didn't get an exact count. And they are building umbrellas. Ooh, and that is just in time. They're getting those kills. Blue's gonna have this awesome half metal planet pretty well locked down. It's probably going to take some nukes or a massive invasion force. Blue does have a Leviathan out. Bummer that Blue hasn't used it, as Red's Navy is growing. Blue really needs to be moving forward. Let's see, does Blue have... Blue does have radar coverage. The Leviathan outranges and out-DPSs the Orca by quite a bit. So, needs to use that to his advantage and just kind of slowly creep forward and essentially pelter creep. Thanks, teleporter. Where's that teleporter linked up? Ooh, very nice. Now that makes locking down this. Very nice teleporter usage. Let's see what Blue sees. Blue is having power difficulty, so their radar is blinking, so they may or may not have seen this, but that is quite the army right over there that's going to be moving in and is going to make it quite difficult. This Leviathan is moving forward, and yep, going to start bombarding that army. Going to get in some very good kills. That's the best way to destroy your opponent. Destroy them from out of range, where they can't hurt you. This is this is a very sizable army. Great use of teleporters, even on single planet. I love that strategy. It's always fun to watch and fun to use. So Red has a lot of metal extractors that they could still go claim, which is a bummer since they are so far behind in the economy and so far negative in metal. That's a lot of metal extractors over here that they could claim, and over here, just all around lots and lots of metal. And Red's army is moving forward. Bots take out the double-barrel laser defense tower, taking out metal extractors. Looks like they're going to be able to... Ooh, in comes a very sizable Air Force. Oh my! That was brutal! Oh, wow, that was great. And here they come for another... Nope, fall back, run away from the fighters. And here come the fighters. Ooh, that is some great micro... Air Force micro. Oh my goodness! And Red has stirred the hornet's nest. Here comes all of Blue's fighters and the bombers. Whoo, man! Fantastic! I love it. Great use of Air Force. Air superiority really is a huge, huge asset. Use it to your advantage, and well, you can destroy entire armies. Leviathan bombarding. Blue needs to be careful because Red's navy is moving forward. That's quite a few orcas, and the Leviathans are on the wrong side of the base. 2 advanced naval factories, but one of them is idle. That's interesting. Looks like all of Blue's Air Force was given a decent, large area patrol, and since Blue doesn't have any spinners mixed into their vehicle army, then that doesn't particularly matter. Red does have a basic radar satellite, the Arcid, as well as some Avengers over here, providing some very valuable intel. Now Leviathan has rolled out. That's 3 Leviathans, and that Leviathan is moving forward, and just, whew, I love those broadsides. Just awesome. Great job, Uber Entertainment. Art department. It looks like Red is making some moves to invade this moon. They are going to be absolutely bombarded by all of these umbrellas. Probably going to be trying to destroy this orbital factory. Here they come. Let's see how many of them are. Yep, destroyed practically instantly by that very thorough umbrella net. Man, my goodness, that is quite the Air Force. Blue could very easily get a commander snipe. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. Do you go for the commander snipe, or do you go for the war of attrition? Because if you take out one commander, there's still one left, and in the resulting commander explosion, you'll have lost the majority of your Air Force, which leaves you kind of significantly crippled. Scheller's putting in some nice work. Leviathan bombarding, and all those bombers. I don't think this attack force is going to get very far. Blue, surprisingly, despite with all of these bombers dropping their bombs, is still quite positive in the energy. Bombers, of course, have the ammo system and consume energy in order to fire, so you have to have some good economy. Ooh, slammers in the water! Those torpedoes are just going to shred those Leviathans, since the Leviathans and the Narwhals do not have any torpedo defense, so in come the bombers, desperately needing to take out those slammers. That was a brilliant move, absolutely awesome from Red. They couldn't stand up against those Leviathans in a naval fight, ship-to-ship fight, so they bring in the current equivalent of the subs. That's all we got. What else is going? Man, that's just such the swarm of an Air Force. Let's look around, see what we can see. Anything fun happening? Stingray being built. Of course, it has that very powerful anti-air capabilities. I am not seeing any nukes or SSX or any ace-in-the-hole type strategies. Just going for the unit clashes at this point. Since nothing's going on, let's head on back over here. Blue is, wow, getting a lot of energy production ramping up. An idle orbital factory that really needs to be turned on. What else? Wow. Blue's economy is quite impressive. Lots of advanced metal extractors over here. Almost 2 advanced vehicle factories. There's the second advanced vehicle factory. Idle advanced bot factory. Bunch of bomb bots being built. Let's move on back to the main planet. Blue or Red could really do quite well if they were to build a nuke. Just drop it right in here. Very nice move from blue, though, to have their commanders separated. It's very tempting to put both commanders out here, but if you get hit by nukes, double nuke, you could lose your commanders right then and there. Lose the teleporter to a big invasion or something. It's just kind of better to, in the army game type, to spread out your commanders so you don't lose both of them at once. Looks like both teams are just kind of chilling, trying to amass up a large amount of forces for the big clash. If I were them, I'd be trying to change it up. Go for something unique that is kind of the ace in the hole. Blue, of course, has this massive air force and could go for the snipe, leaving themselves vulnerable, but this is such a large air force, they could probably snipe both of Red's commanders, although their chances are slimming since Red's air force is increasing, and now Red is mixing in spinners with their army since they took such heavy losses. Blue does have a sizable T2 force, slammers and shellers. Blue's got quite the solid army. And there goes the shellers are going to start peppering away at Red's army. This is why positive energy and radar coverage is so incredibly helpful. Well, a little bit of Avenger fighting going on over here. Red very much outnumbers Blue in the total Avenger count. Ooh! Advanced radar satellite parked right over Red. Red, this is a big mistake. You should not let this happen, especially since you have Avengers here, there, and everywhere. They really need to get that. And it looks like instead of taking out that advanced radar satellite, they are heading on over to the other planet, probably going to try and get in some solar array kills. Let's see what they can see of the surface. They know absolutely nothing of the surface, so they do not know that there are so many umbrellas, and obliterated. They barely did any damage. Ooh, hello, action. Wow, that is quite the clash. Lots of hummingbirds being destroyed. Blue needs to be careful that did not get in range of that stingray, and that was a lot of unnecessary losses. A lot of unnecessary losses. But wow, so many Leviathans. So many Leviathans. In come a bunch of slammers. They really need to, oh, are they going for the snipe? They are going for the snipe. Boom! And a lot of the bombers survived. So they need to avoid that. Don't go for that. Watch out. Oh, those heavy losses. They need to... Oh, that was painful. They needed to have just gone for it or avoided it. But now they are hitting those slammers. They needed a consolidated attack pattern before they lose, like, oh, so much more than is necessary. Those slammers are getting in range of that. Commander's torpedoes are quite powerful. Oh my goodness, look at that range. They're just bombarding. Now they need to pull those bumblebees back before they lose them all to the to those hummingbirds. Anti-nuke built over here. Very nice move. Is it loaded? I don't think so. Hard to tell thanks to all those pathing issues. It looks like Red is down a commander, but I think Red has air superiority now. He's got a lot more hummingbirds. No bumblebees, but a lot of hummingbirds. There we go. Now Red is finally taking out that advanced radar satellite, but not before losing out on a lot of intel because of it. Those shellers are... Wow, those shellers have destroyed an entire army and are just slowly chipping away, dealing more and more damage. But still, Blue does have this other advanced radar satellite. More teleporter action as they are moving on over here. Probably going to be trying to make a push over here. Man, that is just so many Leviathans. Blue really needs to change it up. Or use them. Just use them. I'm not seeing a lot of slammers. Of course, Blue does have this vision over here, so I don't see a whole lot of slammers. Okay, there's some, but that's dealable. That can be dealt with some orcas or bombers. Although I don't see a whole lot of orcas. Either way, blue has a massive navy over here that they need to be doing something with. Also, blue could just finish it instantly with a good old smash. They've killed one commander, scout the other commander, and smash. Since they share an orbit like this, the flight time will not be long. Blue does have vision. Nope, doesn't quite know where the commander is, but knows the commander's not over here. Oh, hello. Need to be paying attention over here. Here comes a large Air Force. Oof, yeah, that is taking out a lot of bumblebees. Red definitely has air superiority. That's what I was saying earlier. Yeah, red or blue could have done the bomber snipe, which they did, but they lost air superiority because of it, and that was a huge asset of theirs. Man, nope. Red's commander is moving through that teleporter, so moving on over to here. Wait, where'd that teleporter go? There's that teleporter. Nope, energy issue, so it didn't go through. Let's see. Man, blue. Oh, here comes some more slammers. Blue really needs to be using these Leviathans like big time. They're just sitting here wasted. They could steamroll on through and deal a heck of a lot of damage to this base. Slam the other base with the planet. Blue has a lot of options. Red is somewhat limited on options. They have a not as superior economy. They're being chipped away at. Let's take a look at the total factory count. Red has a much larger factory count and a much larger unit count. But I'd tend to say that Blue has a much larger T2 force. And man, look at that. Those shellers were given probably an area attack command, and they're just slowly creeping forward, blasting away, dealing a lot of damage. Really, really wish... Ooh, and teleporter usage. Very nice. Surprise attack. In come the bomb bots. Shellers. These shellers are doing a lot of damage. In come some docks. Since these are mostly shellers, it's going to be iffy. Let's see how much they do against those fast-moving docks. Nope, the docks are going to get in close and deal some damage. Is it going to be enough? Bombing run. Yep. Those, they were then hit by the slammers, but bumblebees are flying overhead. Very nice. Somewhat of an exchange, but I'd say, ooh, and there's some, nope, just slammers. I'd say blue definitely came out on top. They destroyed some advanced energy plants, several factories, advanced metal extractors, decent-sized army there, and they are still moving forward, doing more damage. Those slammers have a quite impressive DPS and can do a lot of damage. Some more slammers moving out. Blue really needs to do something about those slammers. They've got flak. I don't see torpedo launchers though. It would behoove blue to put some torpedo launchers on the front lines. Those torpedo launchers have very large range and can take care of those slammers quite easily. And blue keeps on taking some significant losses. Huh. Blue's commander is wounded. When did that happen? Probably to some slammers when I wasn't paying attention. There's too much going on. Such is the army game type. I love it. Red still has that one commander. Could be taken out by nuke, plant smash, bomber snipe. Take your pick. Bomber snipe would be tricky because of Red's air force. Commander went through the teleporter. I wonder if Red is trying to use that as a... Is it just going to move on through the other teleporter? Ah, that's kind of clever. I think Red is purposefully doing that as an attempt to not... Yep, just going to move right on... Nope, not moving back through. I think they're... I don't know. Maybe not. That would be a very nifty way to try and prevent the commander getting smashed. Here comes the Air Force. It's all fighters, though, flying over flak and moving on in. they're going to be getting a lot of bumblebee kills, but they're taking some heavy damage from that flak. They got a lot of intel, though. Oh, man, that flak is just brutal. And I love that sound. Great job, sound. There goes the torpedo launchers, finally. Great job, whoever came up with the sound effect of that. Very nice. Thud, thud, thud. I like it. So that was a lot of intel. Here comes Shellers with a counterattack. They're gonna run into these catapults. I can't remember off the top of my head which has a greater range, the catapult or the Sheller. I think the Sheller does. Let's find out. Sheller, catapult. Sheller has a range of 260 meters, while the catapult has a range of 240 meters. So if blue were to, or red were to micro that correctly, he wouldn't have lost those Shellers to the catapults. Let's look around, see what else is going on. Oh, more teleporter action. Love it. This is probably my absolute favorite strategy. These teleporter moves like this. Slammers are moving on into the water, using their torpedoes, which are not very visually noticeable, but they are brutal. Taking out stingrays, very nice. It would behoove them to move forward this way and take out that advanced naval factory. And those Shellers are continuing to pound away. Is it? Come on. Take out the advanced naval. Okay, they are firing torpedoes. Looks like they're... Oh, that's what's going on. It's being repaired by those fabrication ships. Down goes the teleporter, but still those Shellers are moving forward, dealing more damage. Let's move on over here, see what's going on. Actually, let's take a look at this planet. Anti-nukes, my goodness, this is quite the fortress. Umbrellas and full anti-nuke coverage, all loaded with 3 or close to 3 missiles. That is quite impressive. So I would tend to say that blue is not planning on smashing this and using this as an eco farm and protected advanced factories, which is nice. But as a spectator, I have a little bit of a bias. I love planet smashes. I want to see planet smashes. So I'm a little bummed that they are going down that route. This naval factory is slowly losing health, very, very slowly. But nope, that slammer got destroyed by a torpedo launcher. I'm surprised we haven't seen more slammers. Oh, oh my goodness! So many Leviathans! And red has spotted that blue is creeping forward with advanced torpedo launchers. Those things are brutal. So those slammers aren't going to be able to do a whole lot. It'll be interesting to see how it's microed in the timing of it all. Bombbots! There go the bombbots, and here come the bombers. I don't think these slammers are going to be able to do much at all. There goes the bombing pass. Those slammers are taking heavy losses. So are the bumblebees, though. Advanced torpedo launcher is, oh man, just shredding those slammers, and they did not deal much damage. This massive Leviathan blob is moving forward. Oh, more teleporter action. Ah, I love it. All of my favorite strategies. Love it. These Leviathans, which they just look so dang cool. I love their broadside. Moving forward, they're going to be able to destroy like this entire base. I think this is it. I think blue has got this match. It has been in their favor for quite some time, but has not been in the bag. And I'm thinking this is it. I think it is now in the bag. This teleporter action is dealing some heavy damage, while these Leviathans are slowly creeping forward behind the shield that is their advanced torpedo launchers. Bombbots over here getting destroyed by bumblebees. That's a bummer. I like bombbots. This entire base is just going to go bye-bye. and then these Leviathans are going to be able to move forward and take out this entire water base. A lot of energy, and there goes the bombing pass to try and take out the teleporter. Destroyed by flak. Oh, nope, they were going after the advanced laser defense towers rather than the flak tower. That was not a good choice. May have been a misclick. May not have had intel. So, man, these Leviathans, their range is just brutal. Here I am sitting with my perfect intel, but they could just move forward and be uncontested. I'm not seeing anything that can stand in their way. But again, that's me with perfect vision. Which actually, how is Blue's vision? They've had a lot of radar coverage. Doesn't look doesn't look like they have an advanced radar satellite here anymore. But it looks like slowly but surely, where'd it go? Here we go. Slowly but surely, these Leviathans are going to move forward, and oh man, just one broadside, and down goes that stingray. Slowly but surely, they are going to move forward and just steamroll through everything. They can kill, I think, Blue can kill every single one of Red's buildings with those Leviathans, provided that they have radar coverage. And then, of course, there's these shellers moving forward, pelting away at these things. Yeah, this is just not looking good for Red. Let's move on back over to the... Nope, no nukes, and no Hallies. That's a bummer. Those are always fun to watch. And, yep, these Leviathans are continuing. Man, look at that range! That's just insane! That is a lot of fabrication vehicles. Not enough, and it looks like Red is going... Yep, Red is going for advanced air factories and is probably going to try and go for a snipe. But again, they don't have any options because one of Blue's commander is on that metal planet. Because I like it so much, let's look at it again. Oh, man, I just love that. And back to the action. And, oh wow, there's the Air Force. And gotta love that naval pathing. Uber is working on naval, though. They're working on balance, and they are working on the naval pathing issues as well. This army's moving forward from Blue. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a self-destruct from Red. Red's got nothing. They don't have any options. They've got nothing to combat this this Leviathan wave. They have no way of destroying Blue's commanders. It's over. Oh, wow, that's a lot of Avengers. So, let's see. Let's pull up the chronocam, and let's just kind of speed things up since we know what's coming. Oops, Slammer's moving forward. Use those torpedoes. Here come the Avengers. Getting hit by that umbrella. And orbital fabrication bots. It looks like they're probably going to be trying for the reclaim. Yep, they are working on the reclaim. Very slowly, as it's the reclaim is a very, very slow process. There's all the bombers. Let's slow this back down. Oh man, Blue isn't even going straight for the kill. They're just milking it. Oh, they are making sure that Red has absolutely nothing before finally killing that commander. And down goes the last commander, and Blue pulls off a win. Thank you very much, Team Burning, for sending that in, particularly Mishtakshi. Thank you very much for sending that in, even though you lost. If you're looking for a clan, check out Team Burning. They're a great group of guys. I'll put a link in the description. If you have a match that you think other people would enjoy watching, let me know. Head on over to pamatches.com/submit. Don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. It really helps me out. And I'll see you next time.